Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hashtag don't let a good crisis go to waste. Disney has decided to do away with the free Fast Pass. So when you spend $114 to go to the park, one of the benefits was you could go to a ride that was super popular, get a pass, and come back at a time in which they controlled the line to the point where you didn't have to wait as long. So say you wanted to go to, what's a popular ride at Disneyland? The Indiana Jones ride.
I like Indiana June.
Indiana June it's a beautiful place in June. Indiana, it's really underrated. Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland is sometimes you have to wait 2 hours to get on that line.
Yeah.
So you would go get a fast pass, and then you go back, and you'd only have to wait.
I mean, this has been around forever.
30 minutes.
I remember 20 years ago, it was probably a different policy. You could go up and fast passes were free, and you would just go around all the rides you wanted to ride later, and you would hit a button, and then you would come back in 2 hours, and then you would get to go to the front of the line.
They still are free until next month. Next month, Disney is coming up with their Fast Pass program is being retired, and it's being replaced with an app that you put on your phone called the Disney Genie. Disney Genie will cost you $15 a day to access Fast Passes.
Well, it's still not that bad. It's worth it.
So if you want to ride rides... But
you're already spending, what, like over $100 to get in?
Like a selfish person that wants to cut in front of people on the rides, then that's only going to cost you $15.
You're not selfish. Stop. You've done it. You've used a Fast Pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're not selfish. I mean, it's how it's done. Who wants to sit and... We just talked to somebody who called us, who went to Disneyland, who waited hours to get on. I mean, I would say I was at Universal Studios. Backdraft was brand new. Remember the movie? Mm-hmm. Did you ever go to Universal Studios and do it's not a ride, but whatever, the walkthrough?
No, not for Backdraft.
The attraction.
No.
Waited 90 minutes. And yeah, it was great. And it was fun because the flames come out and you feel the heat on your face. But was it worth sitting there 90 minutes? No way. So, I mean, the Fast Pass is a great idea.
But it's going to
cost you $15.
$15 a day.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just like at some point, you know where you're going, right? I mean, you've been way more than I have, especially recently. You know where you're going. You know what it's about. You know you're just going to have to start handing over your hard-earned money. All those hours that you're working 10, 12 hours a day, and I know you put them in sometimes. But it makes your kids happy, right?
It does make them happy.
That's why you do it.
And if I were to take my kids to Disneyland and say, nope, I'm not paying $15 to cut in line, they'd be very mad.
Hashtag booster shots. We did briefly talk about this earlier, but the FDA, as of yesterday, they said they didn't think people needed booster shots. But now they're saying if you're 65 or older, they are going to release booster shots after your 6 months after your second injection. You can get those. About 22 million Americans are at least 6 months from their second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. This is Pfizer only right now.
And this is for people that are over the age of 65. And
have those underlying medical conditions and all that kind of stuff.
Comorbidities, they like to call them.
So that's where that's at today. I know Scott's brought it up in the news a little bit. I just thought we'd clarify it real quick. Let's see here.
Ooh, imagine if they implement fast passes for vaccines.
Well, I don't think they need them right now. I don't think there's anybody lining up to get them right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's supply and demand.
I mean, maybe if you lived in a bigger city.
Because Disney basically stole the idea from Six Flags, because Six Flags has been doing this forever.
Oh, is that where it came from?
They're like, yeah, you pay a little extra premium, you get to go in this line. You don't have to stand in that really long line, and you can get on the ride quicker. So Disney's like, why aren't we doing this? So, anyways.
Hashtag returned Survivor season 41. I can't believe. I remember that show when it came out. I haven't watched it since probably season 40, but there's been 40 more episodes after the first season. I watched it, and 41 started last night. Chicago Fire. It's back for its 10th season, if you were looking for that. And that's it. We're going to wrap up because we got to get...
I have one more.
We got to get to know the show.
I have one more.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Hashtag the magic is gone. We mentioned it earlier. Antonio Brown and you said what? Two other?
Yeah, there's a total 3 people in the COVID protocol for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but right now the only one that actually has tested positive is Brown.
There was They were 100% vaccinated. They were touting the fact that they were 100% vaccinated as being the most, not only the defending champions, but the most responsible football team in the National Football League. That seems to have only lasted 2 weeks, I guess, into week 3 of the National Football League schedule.
I don't know if it's Antonio's fault that he got COVID.
Oh, no,
he got vaccinated. He could have just put himself in a compromising situation.
But I'm saying your magic is gone because I said, well, you're going to have good karma because you drafted Leonard Fournette,
he's up for trades, by the way.
Who was at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, nobody's going to want that dirty guy now.
I've been trying to get Brown since he can't play.
He's been hanging out. He's been hanging out with Antonio Brown, man. Everybody wants him.
Anybody listening in our league? Well, actually, I'm going to need him this week because everybody's hurt. So, or the chance that somebody's hurt. So frustrating. Hashtag frustrating. Fantasy football is super frustrating this year, especially if you're in a deep league like 14 teams. But, we're all dealing with it, right?
14 teams, no
Except
running
Reno.
backs.
Reno's not dealing with it. Reno's just kicking everybody's ass.
Hey, stack up those Cardinals.
Good job, Reno. Nice draft.